Stay a while and listen.
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of the original HOMM Heroes of Might and Magic. Now, this scenario is going to go a little bit differently. So, I think I told you guys, maybe I didn't. Pretty sure I did. But, if I didn't, I originally did this quite a few years ago. And I played as the spellcaster lady, Lady Lamanda, or whatever her name is, Lamanda. And I got all the way to this level, and I couldn't beat it. I tried about 6, 7, 8, 9 times. I think it was just under 10 times, so it was like 8 or 9 times. And no matter what I did, I'd do pretty well. I'd even take over some towns, but I was not able to go far enough to actually kill things off. I could never claim victory over a single person. It was really, 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 really rough. Very, very, very saddening, and I hated it. I had before that, I think even before I started anything on YouTube, I had played this game all the way through, and I played as these guys. So I was like, well, I know that I can beat it as the barbarian folk, as the stronghold folk. So that is why this whole Let's Play is with the barbarian people. Now, on top of that, like, I had recorded the entire Let's Play with the sorceress. So we went with the barbarian. And we're all the way here now. Now, I played around a little bit just to see how I would do on this map. And I've already failed 3 times. But, ladies and gentlemen, I was successful once. But it took like 4.5, 5 hours to do. So, I have made save points throughout the series that I played on my own just last night, in fact. And I am probably going to be jumping around a little bit, cutting this down to a more manageable amount of time. So you will see kind of different things that have happened and how the game progresses. You'll see all the dirty, cheap little tricks that they throw at you. It's a lot. It's a lot to be a part of, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. This was a very difficult map, and this is the whole reason that I wanted to make sure the entire Let's Play was done before I uploaded even the first video. I didn't want to run into, and I almost did it before, I didn't want to run into getting all the way to the end and not be able to finish the game. Or having to cheat. I'm assuming there are cheats in the game. I have no idea. Usually games have cheats in them. So I assume this one is no exception. Anyway, long story short, that's kind of where we're at. That's what we're doing right now. And we're hoping for the best, really. There's nothing else to really say about it. Alright, so we're going to step out here. I believe our group is strong enough that these guys will join us. So, I don't know if I've found the exact formula that works. But if you have a certain size army, and I think the enemy is, like, maybe afraid to fight you, or I'd say guaranteed to lose, but that's not true, because even later on. Anyway, I don't know how they code it, but some of the armies will join you. Like, both of these guys will join you, but not right now. If you walk up to them right now, they will fight and kill you. I don't know what exactly they have in the programming that lets them know, hey, do this and something great's going to happen. So, that's kind of annoying, I guess. Like, I'd like a little bit more transparency when it comes to that. Like, oh, all I have to have is, like, 300 guys, or, you know, 10 trolls or something, you know, like a set number or something that made, I don't know, not really sense, but something that was a bit easier to understand. Because like right now it's all kind of arbitrary. I have no idea what's gonna, you know, have people want to join me and what's not. It's a little bit up in the air. So basically I'm gonna do probably about half of this level, or half of this episode, the way I did before. This is how I started last time. So I'm going to have to assume that I did something right. I struggled a lot. There were a lot of struggly points, and you'll get to experience some of those, because like I said, I made about 7 saves throughout. And yeah, it wasn't the easiest thing in the world to do. Alright, so we're going to come back here. We're going to get ourselves the Den of Iniquity, also known as the Wolves' Den. Coming on down there. We're going to hop on over here. And I guess we end the turn again. And then we're going to grab this. I do know where the obelisk thing is at this point. So getting these is not necessarily super important, but it took me about 7 or 8 tries to figure out exactly where it was. And as I'm sure you remember, that's a full day where you can only move 1 square, then you have to wait until you have full movement before you can dig. It makes it a little bit tedious, especially when you're being run ragged by... I actually beat one of the guys pretty quickly. So getting run ragged by the others in the group. Alright, this should be relatively straightforward and somewhat simplistic. We'll see. We have hope. Some might say it springs eternal. Some would be wrong. Well, that worked out decent. Except he gonna get stabbed, yeah. I could have backed up and played a little bit greedier, but meh. I'm gonna go with some experience, because again, getting a little bit stronger for your boy isn't necessarily a bad thing. Get the Adobe Acrobat Reader going. What else we got? Turn. We can't dwell too long over here. I believe these guys join me? I don't recall. Like, most of the guys here will join you. Not all of them, but most. Did I already... think I did? No, I didn't. Okay. Get the bridge up and running. Now, I believe it's the end of the week, because for whatever reason, we don't usually start at the beginning of the week. I don't know why. So, it's fine. Yeah, they joined me. Sweet. Alright, we can get this. Get this. Alright, so I'm going to gather up as many of the forces of evil as we... No, I'm kidding. It's not the forces of evil. I guess the wolves can come out and play. Essentially, we're going to meet over here. And we're going to trade off forces. It's going to be fine. So I've already taken quite a bit of time doing all this. Which I'm not particularly thrilled about. But that's okay. Again, it's always okay. Yeah. I'm thinking like, do I split it here? How does this work? How doth this work? So I do apologize if anyone's going to be like annoyed that I've split things up the way I have. And the way this last episode's going to go and you wanted to see the full thing. I don't want to run the risk that I get 3 hours in, I get to a hurdle and I can't beat it. I could do that, but again, I've already had such a bad experience with this, and I honestly, and I've told you guys this several times, throughout the history of the channel, a lot of live streams and things like that, because I tend to talk a bit more about just stuff. This game's terrible. For what it is and what it birthed, you know, what came after it, it's a fantastic game. I absolutely love that this existed and gave us all the future HOMM games. But this game itself is absolutely terrible. I do not like it at all. This has been a struggle for me to get through. I say I don't like it at all. I liked it enough to play through it. And I wanted to play through it. And I had played through it. But I never really wanted to play through it again. It was like, oh, I beat it. Good. I don't have to do that anymore. It was like one of those checklist things. So it was enjoyable enough at least to see, you know, how HOMM started off. And where it ended up after, you know, all the shenaniganery, all the chicanery and whatnot. It's, like I said, it's good to experience this kind of stuff. But that doesn't mean that it was, you know, arguably or even at all a good game. Because, it's rough. It's rough to play this after knowing, you know, HOMM 3 and even HOMM 2, you know, all the HOMMs exist after this. It's rough playing this one. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, well, we're going to be out and about here soon. The red guy should be showing up relatively soon as well. Again, I'm going off the assumption it's going to play out much like it did the last time I did this. And if it does, that's exactly what's going to go down. Alright, so, whoopsie. Come on, exit. Alright, let's go ahead and dump these guys here, this guy back over this way. There we are. I know, most of the game is just troop transporting. I realize. Alright, I don't believe these guys join us ever. These are one of those holdout groups, but it's fine. We got trolls and all sorts of things. We're just going to murder everybody. It's no big deal. You dare step forward against me? Alright. Slap you. Slap you. I hope you still go. Yeah. So I hope you still go after the big boy there. And then, bloop, dead. Okay, now. I am actually going to step back here. And I'm going to wait. And this is one of the differences here. I didn't do this last time. I want to get the spells going my way first. So, oh, we don't have enough money. Well, poop. Poop-de-poop-de-poop-de. Okay, that's fine. We're about to get the money. Well, there it is. Alright, so now we can do what I was hoping to do. And, yep. Slow, bless, curse. Okay, that's fine. Pretty much all of our cash monies was spent there. There's still a few troops that we'll need to pick up and so on and so forth, but we're feeling okay at this point. Alright, so the question is, do I come over here? I do come over here. Alright, I suppose we come over this side too. Alright, back over here at Cat's Lair. Nothing else to really build at this point. So I suppose we'll finish you off. We'll finish you off, and that's that. On the turn, and there's the red guy. As expected. I don't remember if I want to fight that yet or not. I don't think so. Alright, he'll probably try to run past us to get to the town. That is what my guess is to be. I think we're relatively safe down where we're at. I'm also gonna say, is this, that's 1,000. Yeah, we'll upgrade that too. Alright, so we're gonna end the turn. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna get me a town. It's undefended. Is it though? Is it? I think this is where we maybe first start to see some of the terrible things they're gonna have us have to deal with. That wasn't enough to kill you? Nope, actually we're fine. This isn't gonna go so bad. They don't value lives, basically, is how this really sort of plays out. Just in case you're curious. There's not a lot of value to life from the enemy side of things. So that is sort of a problem, I guess. Did I get any more heroes yet? I just want to take a look. I can't recruit a hero while I'm here. That makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I can't tell you how stoked I was that I was able to defeat this last night. It made me quite happy. I was like, wow, I actually did it. I didn't think that was going to be possible. Alright, I think I'm going to go take out the wolf. And then I'm going to try to do some more transporting of troops. I know we don't have the cash monies right now to get another hero. Oh, it's not even going to show me who's available? Alright. I was hoping the wolves would join me. They did not. Let's see. Best case scenario, we slow you down? It might not be the best case scenario, but that's what we're rolling with. Maybe the... no. Nope, we're gonna lose at least 2 more. So 3 total. Oh no, just 1 more. Oh, well, that's nice. Different than I was expecting. Alright, kill you off. Kill you off. Boop. And there we are. Oh, not too bad. Alright, what are we gonna get here? Some of you. 1 of you. Alright. That's fine. So we're about halfway through our episode here. Let's see what happens if I do that. I move the doggos here. Boop! Oh, I thought for sure that was going to kill him. Dang. They're being naughty. Okay, and then you're going to fly up and you're going to attack the big... oh, the dogs. Okay, I didn't expect that. That was new. I thought for sure you were going to attack the, yeah, the big boys. But you didn't. That's fine. Alright. Meanwhile, back over here at Cat's Lair. Let's see, we got so little bit of money. We gotta get that gold mine soon. I feel like I did the gold mine earlier. It's fine. I do that. Come up here and grab this guy. Now the Minotaur are actually a decent unit. I'm a little bit surprised at how decent they turned out, because I did end up using these guys and they're not bad. They have a decent movement range. They hit fairly hard, like surprisingly so. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Minotaur. I think they do quite nicely. All right, let's get up here, big boy. All right, what are we doing? You're coming over here and smacking this fool. You come over here and you're gonna murder this guy. Ooh, and they're relatively tanky too. Alright, so we lost a singular doggo. I guess I'm okay with that. Alright, so the red guy should be showing up again soon too. Okay, I think it's just you and you. All the others are done. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to put you here still. Basically, we'll keep the formation. Do that. I said we're going to go a little bit further. We're not going to go crazy. I don't like the path that I've decided to take here. It actually kind of bothers me. Mistakes were made. What day is it? Is it day like 5? Day 6. You know what? I'm gonna move here. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to reach, but we're gonna try it. Like oh good. So like ideally, I don't want to fight the griffins just yet. Soon, sure, but not yet. I suppose I'm waiting. Is that blind or weakness? Weakness. It's not a big deal. Not that big a deal. Now that's frustrating. Come on, man. Don't give me that on somebody who can't utilize it. There we go. That was sweet, sweet, nice styles with a Z. Rainbow power attack. And they're all dead. Let's see. Simple and easy. Sweet, sweet, nice styles. Okay, so it looks like everything is, I'm not going to say going to work out, but it's looking a little bit better for us. We have we have 90 of the gobos, we have over 70 of our little pigmen, and we're about to get more trolls, and gold, and all sorts of other stuff. So, again, things are looking a bit better for us. We'll be able to claim that item from the Phoenix and all sorts of other shenaniganery and whatnot. Alright, I'll move back over here. Just let it sit and simmer for a little bit. And I don't believe we return after this point with our main army. We pretty much just roll with it. Oops, that's right, you don't select them. My bad. Protection, yes, I remember. Okay, so now we start to build. We start to build our ultimate army of doom. And essentially my deathball strategy was not going to work on this. And I had to really attempt to not let it work. I had to, like, not fall into the trap of, okay, well, we have our one big army and it's going to fight everything. I ended up with, like, 4 armies. You'll see, like I said. That's all going to play out. I think we're going to end the turn. We're going to do one more little dealy, and then I think we'll do some editing magic, and then we'll fade away and come back. And I think that's going to be fine. And you guys will be like, wow, look at that edit. And by editing, I mean I'm just going to cut and come back. Fade to black and all that. Nothing special. Alright, so he's popping up down here. We're going to fight these boys. They're not going to be super thrilled that we exist, but such is life, right? Alright, so we took care of one of you. We're going to... we don't have slow anymore. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to protect up you. Gonna smack you. We're gonna eat another Griffin Blast. Okay. I don't want to do that. I mean, I do. I absolutely do want to do that, but having the goblins get eaten is so much worse than losing like one archer. There we go. See? Easy. You see a silver axe. Oops, it's embedded deeply. You pull it free. I'm sorry, guys. I tried to click off and it just didn't work. They'll try to run past me, probably. Let's just see how it plays out. Oh. Uh-oh. You didn't do that before. Well, this will be an interesting fight. How does he have 18 of those guys? Oh, that's... That's not good. Well, crap. I guess our doggos are gonna get eaten, probably. Yep. Yeah, he didn't take that path before. So see, like, something different immediately happens. And it's a little bit more spooky now. But I think we're still okay. I could be absolutely incorrect. And honestly, it was probably better to feed the dogs to him. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter all that much, honestly. Really? You decided to fight the big boys? Okay. Well, this seems silly. But we're still gonna win the fight, and honestly... Oh, he retreated. Okay, well, that's interesting. Alright, guys and gals, through the power of editing, I will be back. Okay, so here we are, back in action. We have our boy, who has made it all the way over to the East Coast. And we have basically had to traverse all this mess here. And that is where the red guy was coming from. On the way, we tagged off Vertigo, the town. And our boy over here has... a small amount of troops, but he's got a little bit there. And I believe the red army was actually here, and this is where we defeated the first red guy. So he escaped his town, he ran through a different pathway, snuck past us, and did what he did. Now you'll notice down here, the blue guy has shown up. Croto, he's not super thrilled that we exist and that we have a town, but it is what it is. And we are going to head back now with our boy Yogg to our main base of operations. Sorry about that, folks. Dog was having a problem there. We are not super rich, but we have, I think, all the troops that we can have. Just about. So we will gather up as many as we can, and we'll see how this plays out from here. I don't believe I go to meet him. I believe I sit here and I look cool. That's basically all I do. There's our little group of dudes roaming around doing crazy stuff. That's our forward army right now. So we have a defensive army, we have a forward army, and it's a bit rough. It's not as much fun as you would kind of hope for. But it is what it is. Gotta love interruptions. Alright, sorry guys and gals. It's not supposed to be this broken. A little bit broken, but not quite this bad. Alright, were we going to gather anything else? I don't think so. I think I'm going to get one more week worth of stuff here before I do anything else. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to end the turn. And yeah, he's going to start making his way over there, which is expected. Did I get any kind of cool spells? I'm trying to think if I did or didn't. I don't think so. Nothing too great yet. Alright, well, like I said, there's not really much to do. Yeah, that's what I thought. He would get just short of it. Alright, cool. So we'll take him on, we'll defeat him, we'll slowly push forward, and then this is a part that I really kind of bogged down at a lot. This took me quite a while to get through and to get past. So I imagine it's probably going to be the same again. Being honest. And this is the stuff that you will see, guys and gals. Throwing rain at us to do damage to all of our units and their own units just to lower the amount of troops that we have. They also do that with Armageddon, and it's really, really, really bad. So see, look, they killed all those at the cost of, them. Obviously, they were going to lose either way, right? So that's kind of what I've been dealing with, and that is one of the reasons it took so incredibly long to get to the next spot. But we did manage to get to the next spot, so that was good. Alright, so you're good. You're good. I got all of you. Okay. Send our boys down here, and I believe next up on our agenda was to come up this way. Oh, also, I think it's right here is the thing I need to dig up. So, how much money do we have? We have enough. Why don't I do that now? Just to show you guys. One sec. Is that the same choices I have at every town? I'm curious about this. It is. Well, that's different than what we normally have. Alright, well, like I said, we're going to be jumping around in this Let's Play, so if you see a few different heroes laying around here and there, there's a reason for that. Or maybe we'll just wait till the next week. Maybe we'll get new heroes then. Alright, so we got this. So I'm starting to get nervous because we've fought quite a bit and we've lost several troops. But we do get a little bit of a reprieve, some replenishment, if you will. And it is absolutely necessary. So I'm really glad that did go down the way it did. So we're able to come over here and the trolls join us, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness, because without that, I don't know where we'd be right now. I believe over here, I believe we went and we got all the peasants, we got all the little baby dudes. Some more baby dudes over here, some more baby dudes over here. And then these guys. And now we have a small standing army there. Our dude's gonna come up here and fight. And I know this episode's probably gonna go a little bit long, so I'm gonna give you guys probably closer to like 35-minute episodes as opposed to the 25 to 30-minute episodes, just to try to get a little bit more into the game itself here. Or out of each episode, I suppose. Alright, I don't remember. Do you have any cool spells? No, just bless. Alright. So we're going to flap on up here. We're going to smack you. Smack us back and kill one of us off. We're going to hit you again. A little bit more hate. Oh no, that's not where I wanted you to go at all. I clicked like up here and it didn't go up there. Ah, that sucked. Well, it is what it is. Oh, that's interesting. Well, still worked out okay. It didn't work out exactly how I had planned, but you know, things rarely do. Alright, big hit there. And easy kill. Alright, still, not too many losses. And the reason we have to come up here, and it's so important and imperative that we do so, is we need crystal. We are crystal poor, and that's actually one of the main resources that have been holding us back this whole time. Let's go here. It should be the new week. It is indeed. Not only is it the new week... Oh, these guys are here. We're about to come up on a new town for us. A new barbarian town, which is pretty sweet. Alright, so we're gonna wait, I guess. Let's go start chucking stuff out. Honestly, it's gonna be pretty basic stuff here. About what you would expect. Granted, these guys get to move a little bit quicker than they should be moving, considering the weird from the top of the map down game mechanic that's implemented, but still. Alright, so we're going to grab some crystal here, we're going to go grab some crystal there, and some more crystal there. So, desperately needed, super glad that it actually happened and existed, and that allows us to build up our mage guild, to the point where we get Dimension Door and Town Gate, yes. One of the big spells that play a huge role in making it as difficult for us is Berserker, due to the nature of how fast our guys are and how they work. It's some rough stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I've lost several of my... Like, this positioning's fine, that one we have down here. Until they either berserk him after we wait with the wolves, and then he goes and he smacks this guy, and then this guy murders him. Or they berserk this guy when we cast like anti-magic on the troll, and then he murders this guy or that guy. It's really bad. Like, the positioning of him there is okay for a while, but it becomes a big nuisance later on. So I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up, that's all. Like, we've seen some things. We have faced some struggles, and I also believe we're strong enough now to do this. Yes. We're now able to get the Cyclopses to join us, which is pretty good. So we're going to end that, and if you noticed, surprise, surprise, somebody decided to show up. And I'm just going to ignore it in hopes that we're able to be victorious. And I'm also hoping that... Ta-da! There's a new town. Over on this side, the Sorceress Heroes here? Nope, a Warlock. Well, I guess you're going to be the new one. This is actually going to be a different character next time you see her. Or him. It is not going to be this guy. It's not going to be old grumpy man. It's going to be somebody else. Just letting you know. And eventually she actually lost a battle over here. And we had to re-recruit her. And thankfully she was there for re-recruitment. But it's fine. Like I said, a lot of heroes had to pull a lot of different weight to get through this. And man alive, it was not easy. I will say that I think the Haven campaign, not campaign, but faction, I think they have the cheapest units. Not the weakest, but the cheapest. I'm fairly certain that might be accurate. Alright, so gonna grab that, gonna grab this, 2,000 monies. And then we're gonna head back here. Somewhere in that general region. They have joined us. We are loving it. I don't believe the troll boys join us though, but we're gonna head over there next. And you're basically gonna sit there and hope that nothing terrible happens to you. Oh, he's oddly coming toward me. Alright, well then we'll just deal with them like this. They, like I said, they do bog me down quite heavily in this area. Ooh, unexpected. What do we have laying around that could be useful? I mean, we're not super strong magically. So, even lightning bolt's not going to do a whole lot. Actually did more than I thought it was going to do. Alright, so we have to kill you. And now the rain, or... Oh, okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That worked out well. Good. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's just delaying the inevitable, but it's still annoying. You don't want to have to deal with that shenaniganery. It's not fun. We don't want none of that there stuff. Alright, so we're going to end the turn. We're going to, again, be delayed. Anyway, this goes on for a while. They keep sending, Blue keeps sending heroes up into this area, either to attack the town up here or to go up into this area and just run around. Then they kind of go over here and try to take this town, and then they're like, no, that town's too fortified, we're going to go back over here. And then they're constantly going over here. We have people coming across in boats to pester us, so there's a lot of stuff going on. The next episode, we're going to be loading in from a different point, and it'll be a little bit further along, and then we'll continue on from that point. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying. Again, I know this last episode's a little bit weird. Unfortunately, like, if I was able to record my voice and stuff last night, I would have recorded the entire series and given it a shot because it felt good. Like, it felt like I was going to do okay, but at the same time, you'll basically get a condensed version of what's going on. I'll recap the events that took place up to that point, and it'll still be good, I promise. And hopefully, in all future HOMM games, I don't have to do any kind of craziness like this, and you guys will just get to enjoy. It's kind of like the whole deathball army thing, right? I had to run around for 2 hours before I was strong enough to actually beat that map. Same situation here, except no deathball, just outplaying them and outmaneuvering them slowly. Anyway, folks, till the very next episode, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.